Hard winter in Latrobe, 40 miles southeast of Pittsburgh. An unlikely setting for the golfing trip of a lifetime, one we'd enjoy without hitting a single shot. Our destination, a nondescript warehouse owned by Arnold Palmer.
Arnold, this is an amazing collection. How did it happen?
It started with golf clubs.
Today, there are more than 5,000 in the warehouse.
And then other things started, like lighters and tractors, and I just accumulated all this stuff.
It can pile up when you've earned the admiration of athletes, entertainers, and politicians. A Smothers Brothers yo-yo, skis from Olympic yo-yo Eddie the Eagle, atop pool cues from the great one Jackie Gleason. Hundreds of proclamations, people far and wide wanting to toast the king. At his core, though, a master craftsman, carrying the tools of his trade in all those big bags to all those big jobs. The size 11s covering a lot of ground.
I always like to wear a new pair of shoes for opening day of the Masters.
Through it all, Arnold won more than just golf tournaments. He's always won the affection of a trusty lad, card games in the house, and bowling in town.
I think I bowled about 280 a couple times.
Never perfect, but enduring. The name that still sells.
I wouldn't say I was a great businessman. I was faithful to the products.
How about this, Arnold? I would hope it's a manly soap.
Yes, a man's man from an unfiltered vinyl world.
I do have a tip that I think will be very helpful.
An LP. You put this on the record player.
So that was a first. That was coming back in the early days.
The right hand should approach the club as though you were about to shake hands with somebody.
This item right here. This is a replica 1922 Fordson tractor. How old were you when you first drove this tractor?
6 years old.
6 years old. Did you get your hands around that steering wheel?
Everybody said to me, well, you must have lifted weights when you were young. I turned that wheel. It took all the strength I had.
You have always loved golf clubs. That much we know. There's old Peerless Pete. Who didn't love Peerless Pete back in the day? The old blonde persimmon. You miss persimmon?
Yes, because I can't do with the metal what I did with the wooden clubs.
Show me that grip again. That's a strong pair of hands right there.
Well, they've been holding the golf club a long time when you think about it. Over 80 years.
More than 8 decades, much of it preserved on film, beginning with his first professional victory, the 1955 Canadian Open. And a decade later, he was famous enough to have been Grand Marshal of the Rose Bowl Parade.
While the drums beat in the appearance of Grand Marshal Arnold Palmer and his family.
Winnie and my 2 daughters were there, and it was quite a thrill. My family have been very important to me. I look at these pictures and think of Winnie and the family. Brings back a lot of memories. That I'm an emotional person.
The legend of Arnold Palmer, it's too big to fit in a warehouse. But the mementos from far-flung places, the whimsical pieces, all the ways people reached out for some connection.
Oh, it's cold and it's starting to snow again.
Arnold holds on to all these parts of his life. They fit pretty nicely here.